Hello everyone, still see Storm, and we are over here at 2320. We're at excuse me 3320 Liverpool Road. I got to double check your facts. On the other side it looked like 3220. So, and for those in the area, you will know where I'm at. I'm at Liverpool Hardware. This place has been around since I was a little kid, and the thing that I always remember about this place, two things. Well, three. First thing I remember about Liverpool Hardware, being a kid and being a younger adult, is in that door, you go down the stairs and they had a little museum down there. It wasn't much of a museum, but it was a museum. It had like a two-headed stuffed animal in there. I think it was a raccoon. I'm not sure. Anybody out there? I know you guys could know this one. I had to cover it. It's local history. Over here in Lake Station, Indiana. Some might call it New Chicago, but it's Lake Station to me. And I'm on Liverpool Road, which is very well-known road here. And this is Liverpool Hardware. I was reading online about it, and come to find out that I'll put some facts over it. I'll put an overlay with some facts over it. I don't want to misquote, which I have a habit of doing sometimes. Yeah, this was a very important part of building up Lake Station. You can see now, it's busted glass, and there's the inside of it. However, there was a very important developer, and this is where he actually started his business at. He started doing selling a lot of hardware to the area, and this is what Lake Station Liverpool Hardware looks like now. It's sad to see it go, but it's been a couple other things you can see really faintly. I can. It said it was Nancy's Cafe. I think it's the same cafe that was over in Lake Station that caught fire. I'm not positive on that, but it looks pretty much abandoned now. About a year ago, I was going down the road and I seen some, I believe it's Korean people. Let's see. And he told me he bought the property and he's going to do something with it, and this is pretty much what they're doing with it. Let's see. BW Growth Trading. Not quite sure what that means. But building department, Lake Station. Separate permits required for building electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and sewer. More inspection must be arranged. Comments: owner performing own work. Contractors, owners performing work. It's not good. Anyway, it looks like somebody tried to buy the property up, and you see they probably were out here sawing. It looks like you can see sawdust everywhere. Yeah, I can see mannequins back there. Tight. Looks like this guy tried to open up his own little business and must have got caught building without a permit, I'm going to say, because you can see, I see there's sawdust all over and pieces of wood. Looks like he's out here working and just kind of got up and left it alone. Yeah, kind of just left it on its own here. So here it sits, pretty much starting to look a little on the rough side. I see a bunch of mannequin heads in there. See them? So I'm going to say the guy was trying to get his own little business going, but it don't look like that worked out. See the property, I'll call this property, looks like it's a little stressed out, let's say that. But yeah, it's Looks like they're trying to do some work on it. It's kind of starting to fall apart a little bit. See the garbage cans, and see some vehicles out here. Here's what the property looks like now. It was huge when I was a kid. Oh, and before I get into this, not really get into this, just a small pop. I just want to document Liverpool hardware. I want to give I hope you get better. Best wishes out to one of my subscribers. The Northwest Sleuth. He's had some issues. He's supposed to be coming out here and hanging out with me, so we're going to do it for another time. But I hope that you're feeling good, buddy, and I hope you get better. Said he had a stick put in his heart today. He's supposed to come out here and hang out with me for a little bit and do a little bit of talking about the difference between Lake Station and Gary. I did a video of Lake Station over there where the strip mall had a little fire, and I kind of compared it. I said, let's not let this be, turn into Gary kind of thing, and he didn't really like that too much, and I apologize. I won't do that again because I respect my my people in my own town, and I won't compare Lake Station to Gary. I was just merely trying to point out that the burnt up building and garbage behind it, that it reminds me of Gary. That's what it reminds me of. But by all means, Lake Station is nothing at all like Gary. I promise you. I've lived in Lake Station for a long time. I raised my kids in Lake Station. In the earlier years, I've worked in Lake Station all over, and I love Lake Station. Lake Station is a great place to live. Very diverse. I've always felt welcome there, like I said in the other video. And just don't feel like that in Hobart and Maryville, Portage. None of those places have that feel that Lake Station does. Lake Station is a very unique place. The diversity is there. The good people are there. The policemen there are, I've known quite a few of them. I've had to deal with them a few times. They're fair. They're cool. And by no means am I bashing Lake Station. I would never do that. I love Lake Station. So anyway, Suburban Sleuth, I hope that you're feeling better, and I hope that we can hook up sometime soon. And while I'm on here, I'd like to also give a couple shout outs. I see a stripped car back there now, see? See it over there? Right there. Oh man, this property's all grown up. Washer and dryer out in the back. And I remember coming out here as a kid, going in that little, we used to go to clay pits and stuff. Right here is 35th Avenue. We come out of Gary, riding our bicycles and come up Liverpool here. And there's some really nice people who used to run this place. They'd have cold pops in there, and if you didn't have the money, they would let you go ahead and get one anyway. They seen we were riding bikes and they were kids, and I always remembered that, and I always liked that about them. They had a little museum, like I said, in the basement. And from what I've been reading, I did not know that, maybe I'm wrong, let me quote his name, but Timothy Englehart? We're going to do his house. His house is over here on Ridge Road. They called him the Duke of Ridge Road because he was a big developer in the area. And he annexed part of South Broadway and did a lot of work out there. We're going to go over and check out his house soon. But this is Liverpool hardware, what it looks like today. I wanted to document it, before things get worse. As you can see, it's definitely in dismay. Let's be nice about it. Even the fly there gets caught up in it. But yeah, he's got some, looks like he's trying to go into business for himself or do some growing. As you can see, this is a front window. I don't really have to, if I see a bunch of baskets there, mannequins over there. These flies got caught up in it. Man, there's a lot of flies in there. Oh, that one's still moving. Yeah, they're all asleep. In a good sleep. Like I said, though, this is what it looks like today. I wanted to document it. And, it is what it is. It's a shame to see the property go like this. This is a big building, really nice, and looks like he got caught up trying to do his own work. He even left his pencil and his screwdriver out there. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, look. This is open. It's actually open where I can just put my hand in there. Somebody, he didn't measure that quite right. I think he just missed it by that much. No, really, it's, see my hands in there. It's, anyway, property definitely needs a little TLC. Hopefully somebody comes around and does something with this property. It's a nice piece of property. Yeah, left the stuff out here. Got caught up. Looks like it's out, probably building without a building permit. That's never good. So, anyway, this is the Liverpool hardware. That's what it looks like now. This is Lake Station because it says City of Lake Station on it. Building department. Issue date 7/25/2018. Owner. I'm not going to get all into that. There's the address. Comments: owner performing own work, putting windows in. Contractor: owners performing work. Separate permits are required for building electrical, plumbing, HVAC, sewer. No inspections must be arranged by the applicant with the department at least 48 hours prior to desired time. Call, yada yada. So it looks like he got caught up in that. That's a shame. But anyway, this is what the Liverpool hardware looks like now. As you can see, the building needs a little TLC. Starting to look a little on the raggedy side. Don't want to get all that, you know. That's how it all starts. Start letting it go too much, and then next thing you know, it's kind of just really not a lot you can do with this. So anyway, there it is. Lake Station, Liverpool hardware. That's what it looks like today. Those who remember it, make sure you leave your little comments, your stories. And Suburban Sleuth, one more time, I hope that you're feeling better soon, buddy. I'd like to meet up with you and go out do an explorer. I'm gonna go do something exciting now, man. I feel bad, you know. The guy had supposed to come out and meet me today, and he's been a good subscriber. He's always leaving comments. Really nice gentleman. He's got a couple videos on his channel that I watched. Does a little local stuff, not really too much, but he's got a few up there. So if you get a chance, go check him out. And Suburban Sleuth, I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling a lot better soon, buddy. Get a hold of me on the YouTube channel. Let me know. We go out and find something to do. I'd like to meet up with you and, you know, have some discussions about the Lake Station Gary thing, and you know, have a good time with it. So, everybody else out there, thank you so much for subscribing, Mr. and Mrs. Gibby. Thank you for doing such an awesome job. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, Claudia DeSoto. That's my mom, me and Midwest Flesh's mom. Give a shout out to my boys, Midwest Flesh, my brother, Social Rec, Road Dog, my baby, the Storm Queen, the one who has to deal with me. And who else? Cookie, I'm not going to say who she is, but Cookie, I love you, thank you for everything, and she feeds me, put it that way. I'll leave that one a mystery. Don't worry, the Lady Storm loves her more than I do even. Thank you everybody out there who supports the channel, appreciate that, and we'll see you next round. We're going to get something more exciting, but for right now I wanted to cover the Liverpool hardware, and here it is, how it looks today. See you next round. Hit that like and subscribe for Steel City Storm. See you next round.